King Charles III and the Queen Consort of the United Kingdom state visit to France has been cancelled. Grand Duke Henri and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg welcome the President of Portugal to Luxembourg City. King Felipe VI of Spain attends a summit meeting in the República Dominicana. The House of Bavaria, Wittelsbach, announces a wedding date of Prince Ludwig of Bavaria and Miss Sophie Alexandra Evekink in Munich. And members of the princely family of Monaco attend the Bal de la Rose in Monte Carlo. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra, and this is your Royal Daily News for March 26th, 2023. In Monte Carlo, Her Royal Highness Princess Caroline of Hanover, accompanied by His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco, attended the 67th annual Bal de la Rose held inside the Salle des Étoiles at the Sporting de Monte Carlo. Also attending last evening's gala ball were Mr. Andrea Casaraghi, Mrs. Tatiana Santo Domingo Casaraghi, Mrs. Charlotte Casaraghi Rassam, Mr. Pierre Casaraghi, and Mrs. Beatrice Borromeo Casaraghi, Her Royal Highness Princess Alexandra of Hanover, and her boyfriend, Mr. Ben Strautmann. Mr. Chris Levine, cousin of Prince Albert II of Monaco and Princess Caroline of Hanover, and the nephew of Princess Grace of Monaco. Mr. Christian Louboutin. The President of the National Council of the Principality of Monaco, Mr. Stéphane Valéry. The Minister of State of the Principality of Monaco, Mr. Pierre Dotto. Dame Shirley Bassey. Mr. and Mrs. Michel Dota. Spanish singer Miss Isabel Pantoja. And Mr. Stéphane Bern and his partner Yori, to name a few. The 67th Bal de la Rose, held under the theme Bollywood, chosen by Her Royal Highness Princess Caroline of Hanover, under the creative reigns of Mr. Christian Louboutin, isn't just a simple social event or another pretext to have a party. Established in 1964, the Bal de la Rose is, first and foremost, an internationally recognized charity event with all proceeds and other exceptional prizes for the Princess Grace Foundation. The Princess Grace Foundation helps individuals and children in need by developing humanitarian and philanthropic projects. Once again, French journalist and dear friend of the princely family of Monaco, Mr. Stéphane Bern, served as a master of ceremonies for last evening's raffle. According to Monaco Life, the raffle prizes included, quote, an 18-karat white gold and diamond Chanel necklace, Christian Louboutin heels, and a Louis Vuitton bag in pearly pink leather with rose gold details. While Mika took the stage to perform some of his greatest hits, including Relax, Grace Kelly, and Love Today, end quote. On Friday, in Monte Carlo, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco, Her Royal Highness Princess Maria Carolina of Bourbon-two Sicilies, and Her Royal Highness Princess Maria Chiara of Bourbon-two Sicilies attended the unveiling of a monumental sculpture entitled No More Time, Oceans Are Life, by artist Miss Paolo Calvilla, held in the gardens of the Prince Albert II of Monaco Foundation. According to a press release, Miss Calvilla, quote, designed the globe using resin and acrylic paint representing the planet, a multicolored world map focusing on the oceans and the universal message. There is no future without respect for the environment, and in particular, the preservation of the oceans. No More Time, Oceans Are Life symbolizes a fusional relationship between our lives and that of our planet. A strong symbolic connection that has never been so threatened. Through this work, Miss Calvilla illustrates our link with the earth and Mother Nature, as usual through a poetic painting marked by a very personal alphabet of color and matter, end quote. The installation and unveiling of the sculpture were held in connection with Monaco Ocean Week 2023, and it was a wish of Miss Calvilla to support the Prince Albert II of Monaco Foundation's work by participating in, quote, this week of mobilization for the preservation of the oceans, in particular among the younger generation, end quote. Princess Maria Carolina and Princess Maria Chiara of Bourbon-two Sicilies are the official ambassadors of this initiative, which is in line with their humanitarian commitment. After the unveiling, Princess Maria Chiara gave a speech stating, quote, when the last tree has been cut down, the last fish caught, the last river poisoned, only then will we realize that no one can eat money. My love for the ocean has always been very deep and very profound. We all have a special relationship with the sea. It is a source of life. But that relationship is now under threat as never before. Today, fighting for the ocean is one of the greatest and most defining challenges of our age. It is a case of sink or swim, and we all have to be a part of the solution. End quote. Thereafter, Her Royal Highness Princess Maria Carolina of Bourbon-two Sicilies attended the 2024 Monaco Women Forum, held at the One Monte Carlo. The theme of this year's forum is the global impact and the transversal impact of digitization and technology in society. The Sovereign Prince is the High Patron of Monaco Women Forum. On Friday evening, Their Serene Highnesses Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco attended the 11th edition of the Femme de l'Année Prix Monte Carlo, held at the Hotel Hermitage. The awards are presented to exceptional women committed to the world of digital and technology. The winners of the awards went to Miss Manila Di Giovanni, Mrs. Leanne Robbers, and Professor Zimi Sawasa. On Thursday evening in Port Hercule, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco, as president of the Yacht Club de Monaco, attended the YCM Explorer Awards by La Belle Classe Super Yachts, held inside the ballroom at the Yacht Club de Monaco. In Munich, the House of Bavaria, Wittelsbach, announced the wedding date for Prince Ludwig of Bavaria and his fiancée, Miss Sophie Alexandra Eveking, last evening. The lovely couple will marry on Saturday, May 20th, 2023, at the beautiful St. Cajetan and Adelaide Catholic Church in Munich, Germany. The wedding ceremony will begin at 10 a.m. with a reception to be held at Nymphenburg Palace. Invited guests will include family members, friends, and I have no doubt many members from various non-rating houses throughout Germany. Traditional Bavarian associations associated with the House of Bavaria, Wittelsbach, are also expected to attend the wedding. In yesterday's press release, it was noted that in lieu of wedding gifts, Prince Ludwig and Miss Eveking requested that their guests make a donation to the Nymphenburg Aid Association. On Friday, in Madrid, Her Majesty Queen Letizia of Spain held an audience with the editorial board of El Español's online newspaper, Magazine, at Palacio de la Zarzuela. Thereafter, Her Majesty the Queen held an audience with representatives from Code.org at Palacio de la Zarzuela. Late Thursday afternoon, His Majesty King Felipe VI of Spain, accompanied by the Spanish Minister for Foreign Affairs, European Union and Cooperation, Mr. José Manuel Albares, arrived in Santo Domingo, República Dominicana, ahead of the opening of the 28th Cumbre Iberoamericana de Jefes de Estado y de Gobierno on Friday. The theme of this year's two-day summit is Together for a Fair and Sustainable Iberoamericana. Members of the Iberoamericano Conference are the 22 countries of the Iberoamericana, which are 19 Spanish and Portuguese-speaking countries of Latin America, plus Andorra, Spain, and Portugal. On Friday morning, His Majesty the King held a meeting with the President of the República Dominicana, Mr. Luis Rodolfo Abinader, at the Presidential Palace. Thereafter, His Majesty the King held an audience with young people who are participating in the Iberoamericana Meeting of Young Leaders held at the Hotel Embajador de Santo Domingo. The theme of the Iberoamericano Meeting of Young Leaders is for the consolidation of the new agenda for youth and sustainability. On Saturday, His Majesty the King gave a speech during the opening of the 28th Cumbre Iberoamericana. You probably don't want to hear me say this, but it's the Ibero-American Summit of Heads of State and Government. On Sunday, in Luxembourg City, Their Royal Highnesses Grand Duke Henri and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg welcomed the President of the Republic of Portugal, Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, to the Palais Grand Ducal. President de Sousa is visiting the Grand Duchy to attend the Luxembourg-Portugal football match for the Euro 2024 football qualifiers. President de Sousa will also participate in various meetings in the Grand Duchy on Monday. On Saturday, in Luxembourg City, the Grand Duchess, as honorary president of the Luxembourg Cancer Foundation, gave a speech during the Relais pour la Vie opening ceremony held at the National Sports and Culture Center. On Friday, in Metz, the Grand Duchess attended the opening of the 3-day World Skills and Abilympics trade competitions held at the Parc des Expositions. According to the Corps Grand Ducal, the event is, quote, a competition for individuals with disabilities who participate in several categories: food industry, construction, automotive, catering, hairdressing, and crafts, end quote. Meanwhile, in Young Leinster, His Royal Highness Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg visited the headquarters of the Gabana Elcom, a company that, quote, specializes in technical building equipment, end quote. In Amsterdam, His Majesty King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands attended the 2023 Skills the Finals, a vocational trade competition held at the RAI Amsterdam. According to RVD, during his visit, His Majesty the King met with, quote, finalists who are competing in various categories such as florists, hairdressers, painters, tilers, and mechanitronics, which are students combining electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and informatics in one course, end quote. In Arnhem, Her Royal Highness Princess Beatrix of the Netherlands attended the 160th anniversary celebrations of the Royal Home for Veterans and Museum Brunbeek. In Stockholm, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden participated in a meeting with students who are enrolled in the diplomatic program, the foreign administrative program, or the assistant program at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs held inside the Bernadotte Library at the Kunlinga Slottet. The 3 training programs prepare students for a career in foreign service at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Stockholm or at Swedish embassies, representations, or consulates abroad. On Thursday, His Royal Highness Prince Daniel of Sweden visited the tech company Sinch. The company, quote, powers meaningful conversations at scale across messaging, voice, and email to help businesses deliver unified, personalized experiences that truly revolve around their customers, no matter the channels they use, with a single partner, end quote. And finally, on Friday in Paris, the Palais de l'Élysée, the office and residence of the President of the French Republic, announced that the state visit from Their Majesties King Charles III and the Queen Consort of the United Kingdom has been postponed. Per a Palais de l'Élysée press release, quote, given yesterday's announcement of a new National Day of Action Against Pension Reform on Tuesday, March 28th in France, the visit of King Charles III, initially scheduled for March 26th to 29th in our country, has been postponed. This decision was taken by the French and British governments after a telephone exchange between the President of the Republic and the King this morning, in order to be able to welcome His Majesty King Charles III under conditions that correspond to our relationship of friendship. This state visit will be rescheduled as soon as possible, end quote. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow on Monday, March 27th with all the latest world news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful Sunday evening and a great week ahead. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, take care, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.